Hi everyone and welcome back to another tour. Today we're here at the Wax Museum in Surfers Paradise, Gold Coast, Australia. This museum opened in 1968, which makes it one of the oldest wax museums in the world. So let's go and see what figures we can see. Included with your admission is a guided tour of the Chamber of Horrors. This is a grim record of human cruelty through the ages. Filming is not allowed, hence why we have no video. Some scenes can be quite confronting, so be warned. So here are the first wax figures. We've got Prince William, we've got King Charles III, and we've got William's wife Kate Middleton. Sticking with the theme of Britain, we've got Princess Diana, Benjamin Disraeli, who was a Prime Minister of Great Britain, and we've got Queen Victoria there, the longest serving monarch. We've got some music icons here: Elvis Presley, Kylie Minogue, and Michael Jackson. The Michael Jackson one actually looks like him. We've got some more music icons here. We've got Miley Cyrus, we've got Dolly Parton. Doesn't really look like her, but these figures are all quite old. We've got Whitney Houston, and probably the newest figure is Ed Sheeran. Here we have Johnny Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow. Here's an icon of my home country, Sir Edmund Hillary. He's famous for being the first person, along with mountaineer Tenzing Norgay, to climb Mount Everest in Nepal in 1953. Here we've got some Australian entertainment icons. We've got Paul Hogan as Crocodile Dundee and Dame Nellie Melba, who is an opera singer. We've got some famous naturalists and scientists. This one sitting in the chair is Charles Darwin. We've got Albert Einstein. We've got Dr. Christian Nethling Barnard. Now we're moving into American history with some American presidents. We've got Richard Nixon, who was the 37th President of the United States, serving from 1969 to 1974, when he resigned as a part of the Watergate scandal. We've got Lyndon B. Johnson, the 36th President of the United States of America, serving from JFK's assassination in 1963 to 1969, and he in fact was the first president to visit Australia and New Zealand. We've got Abraham Lincoln, who was the 16th President of the United States, serving from 1861 to 1865 until his assassination on April 14th, 1865. He is most known for ending slavery, and most historians believe he to be the best president ever in American history. We've got Barack Obama, who served as the 44th US President from 2009 to 2017. He made history by becoming the first African American and the first person of colour to assume the President of the United States position. We've got George Washington, who served as the first President of the United States from 1789 to 1797, and he is mostly regarded for shaping America like it is today. Here's Dwight D. Eisenhower, who served as the 34th President of the United States from 1953 to 1961, and he is most known for being the president during the Korean War. Keeping with the theme of presidents, here's John Fitzgerald Kennedy, who served as the 35th President of the United States from 1961 to 1963 until his assassination in Texas. He's most known for leading America through the Cuban Missile Crisis and the Bay of Pigs invasion in Cuba. And next to him is his wife, Jacqueline Kennedy, and she's regarded as one of America's most popular first ladies, known for her fashion. Here's another very famous American, Neil Armstrong. He, along with Buzz Aldrin, was the first people to step foot on the moon. in July 1969. To quote Neil Armstrong, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." We've got a bit of naval history here now. We've got Lord Horatio Nelson. Here we've got Napoleon Bonaparte, who was an emperor of France and a king of Italy. These figures here are Lawrence of Arabia, Talal Hussein, who was king of Jordan, and Abdul Nasser. We got some monsters here in this part. We got a vampire. We got Frankenstein. We got a very strange looking werewolf. We got Jekyll and Hyde, the Thing, and last but not least, we've got a zombie. Now it makes sense that we're in Australia that have a wax exhibit on past Australian Prime Ministers. The one sitting down is Bob Hawke. The one standing up is Sir Robert Menzies. The one holding the Australian flag, that's John Howard. And the other one sitting down is John Gaunton. These wax figures are famous navigators. We've got Sir Francis Drake and Captain James Cook. These wax figures are Leonardo da Vinci, who was a famous painter. The one in the back there, that's Michelangelo, who's known for painting the Sistine Chapel and making sculptures like David here. And this figure here is Henri Toolhouse. We've got some famous aviation legends here. We've got Sir Francis Chichester, who was the first person to fly to New Zealand and Australia. We've got Robert Dixon, and we've got Charles Lindbergh. Here's Mahatma Gandhi, and here's Lord Louis Mountbatten of Burma. Here we've got some communist leaders, starting with Mao Zedong, who was leader of China. We've got Fidel Castro. The CIA, the American CIA, actually had over 1,000 plots to kill him, but he survived and lived till 2016. Got Joseph Stalin, who's famous for World War II. I'll insert a picture of him with Winston Churchill and President Franklin D. Roosevelt at the Yalta Conference. And completely unrelated to communism is Yuri Gagarin, who was the first person ever to be in space. Speaking of Winston Churchill, here's a figure of him, along with Queen Elizabeth II, who this wax figure definitely does not do her justice. The camera actually is making her look better in real life. In real life she really looks yellow. And we've got her husband, Prince Philip, who doesn't really look like him at all. Here's a South African exhibit with F.W. de Klerk, who is President of South Africa from 1989 to 1994 when Nelson Mandela took over. And we've got famous South African cricketer Alan Donald. We're going back to 17th century England with these figures. Here is King Henry VIII, who was known for his love of killing people. We've got just a beefeater, and we've got Anne Boleyn, who was Henry VIII's second wife, who actually got beheaded by Henry VIII. She actually asked for a sword to be her weapon of choice to kill her, and Henry VIII agreed. We got some famous English poets. We've got William Shakespeare and Charles Dickens. We've got some 20th century actors. Elizabeth Taylor, who was a very famous actress, and Charlie Chaplin, who is known for his silent film acting. So thank you for joining us on our term review of the Gold Coast Wax Museum here in Surfers Paradise. We really enjoyed it. We were here for about 1 hour and 45 minutes, including our Chamber of Horrors experience. One thing I will say is it's not the biggest wax museum in the world, but it still has some pretty impressive figures. My favourite figures were the US presidents, but let me know your favourite wax figures and also any questions you have about the wax museum down in the comments down below. Thank you for watching and see ya in the next one.